Welcome Fishkos to the lecture 1 of Introduction to Economics class. This Introduction to Economics class will fetch almost around 1 to 2 questions. 1 to 2 question in your all the competitive exam, for example the JRF exams. 1 to 2 question will be directly from this lecture, that is Introduction to Economics. So I request you all to pay attention. So we'll be discussing about the definitions related to economics, all the definitions that are given by great economists of all the time. The scarcity definition, what does the scarcity definition says about economics? Example related to resource scarcity, what are resource scarcity and what are those examples that we can use in order to understand the scarcity definition of economics, and those activity which can be called the economic activity. There are lots of activity that we do in our daily life, but not all activity are economic activity. So we'll have an understanding of what are those economic activities. So before going into the presentation, I'd like to give a brief about the syllabus that we have of fisheries economics. This is Introduction to Fisheries Economics. We will be dealing with this part today, the basic terminologies related to economics. So these are very super basic terminologies, so you just need to read them once, and simultaneously whenever in course of our lecture you will come across any term, we'll discuss it, and after successful watching of all the videos you will know all the terms very well. So don't go for the 20-minute 30-minute videos over all the platforms to know the terms or to learn the term. These are very simple. Anybody with simple aptitude can easily learn these terminologies. So then comes the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. We will get a brief introduction, and we will go into the micro and macroeconomics. What are the micro and macroeconomics, what are their importance and all, what are environmental economics, what are resources, what is scarcity. We will also discuss scarcity very deeply today. We will try to understand scarcity completely today only. Then farm and firm relation, what is a farm, what is a firm, the relation between farm and firm, the production, what is the production, how is the production done, and contribution of fisheries sector to the economic development of the country. We will also learn about the demand and supply, market equilibrium price, utility, elasticity, and so on and so forth. Everything that's under this syllabus we'll discuss in our videos, so stay tuned. So the definition part of the economics, the wealth definition that was given by Adam Smith sir. What wealth definition say? It is economic, but it say that economics is the art of creating wealth. It is the art of creating wealth, and this is not accepted nowadays because it is a narrow understanding of economics. Why? Because wealth means you are having money, or wealth means money. So this wealth definition of economics deal only with the money, or the this definition defines economics as wealth only and nothing more and nothing less. So that's why the welfare definition came into existence. It was given by Professor Marshall. What welfare definition says is the same thing what he says, but in a different way, that the art of creating wealth, but for what? But for achieving welfare. That means the art of creating wealth for achieving welfare. It is the welfare definition of economics given by Marshall. Then came the much more accepted definition of economics, the scarcity definition of economics given by Robbins. What does he says about the economics is, it is the study of human behavior. Forgive me for my handwriting, please. It is the study of human behavior when a human is facing scarcity of resources, and these resources, this scarcity of resources, and the resources have multiple use, and this resources having multiple use. So the scarcity definition says the studies the human behavior when they are faced with scarcity of resources, and the same resources is having multiple use. We'll get into this deeper now. So I think this is making a sense now, that what are the definitions here. So please pause the video and make a note of this. We are moving on to the next part. Suppose now to understand the scarcity definition, we need to look into this example, look into this figures illustration that I'm having here. What it says that suppose this is a person, this is a college going person like you, this person X, this person has rupees 500. So this is the resource that this person is having, and this resource is having multiple use. He has to utilize this for food today, he has to get to his college or office, he need this resource for transportation also, and he need this resource in order to utilize or in order to achieve utility from entertainment. Okay, so this is the resource that he is having, and this resource is having multiple use: food, transportation and entertainment. So what he can do, he can budget this 500 rupees in order to get some of these resources, and he can compromise with the other resources. Or what he can do, he can rationalize, budget this resource in order that he will have food. He might not have pizza today, he will have some cheaper food that is good for health also. He will not use a cab to go to his college, he will just simply get into a bus or get into an auto rickshaw in order to get to his college. So he is what doing the budgeting of the resources or rationalizing the resources in order to maximize the use out of the single resources which is having multiple uses. And he might not go to the such prestigious cinema halls in order to entertain himself. He can simply watch movies or cinemas in his mobile only. So these are just the circumstances that I am providing in order to make you understand what is scarcity definition of economics. That means this is a human. So how he will behave when he has scarcity of resources. He don't have n number of money with him, he don't have enormous money with him, he have only 500. So how he is budgeting, how he is rationalizing this 500 rupees in order to get multiple use of the same resource. Now for example, if this person X, is this person is getting allowed to print notes of any denomination. For example, he is allowed to print notes of 2000 rupees, notes of 5000 rupees. So what he will do, he will not rationalize his money in order to utilize food, in order to utilize transportation, or in order to utilize entertainment. He will not rationalize, he will not budget this now. He will simply spend whatever amount of money he need to spend, and he will not think about doing it in a rationalized way. So what scarcity definition says, whenever there is scarcity, the behavior will change, and this behavior is economics only. Okay, for example, in our college the authority are given with funds. So if they did not need to rationalize the fund for example for trips, for sports, or for lab, or for library or equipments, if they do not rationalize, so what will they do? They will spend enormous amount of money in any one of the said things. For example, trips, they are spending all the funds into trips, so they will lack the fund for other activities like lab equipments or library books. So what they will have to do eventually, they will have to rationalize the funds in order to maximize the use of those funds. In a broader sense, if we talk that in a nation we have taxation system, fund that government have. So if the government does not prioritize, or the government does not rationalize that where to spend how much, so this will not be a feasible process. So what the government does is they prepare a budget, and then they spend accordingly rational amount of money into education or defense or highway projects or anything. So what does they do if they don't have scarcity of resources? Suppose the government is having enormous amount of money, what they will do, they will print suppose enormous amount of notes, and they will release those notes into market. So what does this will do? This will create inflation. If we have here, okay, if we have if we can print notes of our own, so what we will do, if government can print note in their own, what they will do, they will release the note into the market, and this will lead to inflation. That means there will be lots of money, and the value for money will decrease. We'll get into inflation in our later videos. So the basic understanding of scarcity of resources, that means you have limited amount of resource and you have multiple things to do out of this resource. So how you will behave in order to achieve this needs out of this resource. Okay, so I think the scarcity definition of economics is making sense over here. And before the scarcity definition of economics, we have one thing, that is economics. Economics can be defined as an organization that provide living to the people through economic activity. Economic activity के जरिए लोगों को living provide करता है. Okay. So what is an economic activity? Economic activity are where there is production and there is income generation. For example, our teachers in our colleges, they teach us economics. In return, they get salaried. So they are producing a service. Now one more thing, don't misunderstand production with machinery. Production does not necessarily involve machine always. Any service that is being provided is also a production. So they are giving us a service, in return they are getting salary. So this is a production, and this is also creating income generation for them. So this is an economic activity. Now for example, if the same professor is teaching economics to his son or daughter, brother, sister, anyone, so he is producing service, but he cannot produce a bill after teaching them that son, give me the money for which I have taught you economics. So there is no income generation out of those production. So we need to understand what are economic activities and what are non-economic activities that are not providing income for the nation or for the person. Okay, so who can produce economic activity, or who are entitled to produce economic activity? The economic entities. Economic entities means economic agents. Economic agents. Household can produce economic activity, firms can produce economic activity, government can produce economic activity. They will produce economic activity, and this economic activity will give growth to the nation ultimately. And how we will calculate this growth of the nation out of the economic activity? By GDP. We will get into this later in our videos. So I think this lecture is making a sense now. The scarcity definition of economics, all the definition given by different economics of all the time. And so the introduction to economics is done here. Thank you all for your patience listening. Keep supporting and keep sharing. Sharing is caring. And thank you.